Today is such an exciting day because today is my 2024 Pan That Palette finale. Oh my goodness me, where is the year gone? It is the finale already. I cannot believe it. But if you guys have been following my journey, you will know I've been panning two palettes this year. This is the Modern Renaissance. She's looking beaten and bruised. I've been working on this for 2 years. 2 years. Don't pan a palette for 2 years. I'm just going to say it now. The burnout on this is real and I regret bringing it into 2024, but I've been powering through. I've been doing it. We've made amazing progress this year. And then a few months ago, I did roll in That's Taupe as well, just as a bit of a companion because there was only a few shades left in this and I didn't want to do whole updates just to update a few shades. So I decided to roll this in as a little bit of a companion Pan That Palette as well. So today I'm going to be saying goodbye to these palettes and I'm going to be putting them away and I'm going to be doing a finale to this. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I've worked so hard on Pan That Palette and I'm so excited to bring Pan That Palette into 2025, which is scary. 2025? Are you kidding me? But as always, I am going to start off with Modern Renaissance. And because this is a finale, I'm going to be doing a big old time lapse of what this palette looked like at the start of the year versus what it looks like now. So as you can see, it's done. This shade Realgar, let me just give it a bit of a clean. This was the final shade left in this palette, but don't get too excited. I haven't used this up completely. In fact, I've only used this 2 times this month. Not good. The rest of Realgar is actually in this bad boy. So this is a big old franken blush made up of a few of the shades in Modern Renaissance. So I kind of realized halfway through this year, I'm not gonna be wanting to finish a bright pink, which was Love Letter. The shades Burnt Orange and Golden Ochre, I think, or Raw Sienna and Golden Ochre, one of the two, they were really, really similar shades, so I didn't want to finish 2 of the same shade pretty much. And also Venetian Red and Red Ochre were pretty similar as well. So I decided to franken a few of the shades in here, and Realgar has now joined them in this blush. So my plan is in 2025, I'm going to be finishing this blush. That is what it looks like swatch. There is a lip liner swatch that refuses to leave, or maybe it will leave. There we go, just ignore that. This is what this blush looks like. It's a really, really nice blush. I was getting a little bit scared because it was very, very like cranberry pink. However, with that hint of Realgar in there, I feel like it's a lot more wearable. So I'm really excited to really focus on this in 2025. This hopefully will be done in 2025, which means this whole palette will also be done. Yes, I've not fully completed this palette yet. However, once this is done, I'm going to be amazingly, like, so over the moon. But I'm also so proud of the progress that I've made in this palette. This year, this palette has not been great. I was looking at pictures to what this palette looked like at the start of the year, and we've only finished, I think, 3 shades. And that was because of the burnout. Last year, I flew through so many of these shades. I just went crazy. So it's kind of upsetting that I've only used up 3 shades. I don't know, I do feel like a little bit of a failure, but it is what it is, so it's gone. It's gone, kind of, it's gone. I think I'm going to finish this next year. It is going to be, what a feeling, what a feeling. I do feel like a little bit of a failure for putting it in here and because this year has been so bad, but I'm happy. And I'm going to move on to That's Taupe. Oh, I should say weights. Oh my God. I've been doing this for years. You'd think I'd know what I'm doing. So, of course, we've lost weight because this whole shade is now gone. Last month, let me scooch out the way of my microphone. So last month, this weighed 176.53 grams. And this month, with an empty palette, just the packaging weighs 176 grams exactly, meaning in the past month, I have used 0.53 grams. Not really, because I've depotted it into here. But that means over the past year, I have used 2.4 grams of this, which is not great. Throughout the year, the weights kept going up for some reason, even though I was using it. And I think that was a massive reason why I was just not motivated to use this again. No matter how hard I tried, the uses just kept going up. So you know what? Whatever. It's the end of the year. This is going. I'm so happy to say, let's put this away. Let's use this in 25 and let's be done with Modern Renaissance because, as proud as I am, she was a problem child. So now let's move on to the Pan That palette that's been with us only a few months, and that is That's Taupe. Like I said at the start of the video, I used this because this was getting pretty boring to update every month, so I decided, you know what? I'm going to start on this palette. This palette is definitely more me. Modern Renaissance was very, very warm tone, very, very bright, very, very saturated. This is a lot more cool tone. This is exactly what I like to use. These are my kind of neutrals. So again, because this is a finale, I'm going to be putting on screen a little slideshow of what this looked like when we rolled it in versus what it looks like now. So still no pans, unfortunately, which is so annoying, but Colourpop is so difficult to hit pan on. And again, I have said before, my panning motivation this year hasn't been the best, but look at this shade. This is a shade I use in my brows every single day, and I was sure that we'd have pan on this, but unfortunately not. So let's go through the uses, how many times I've used them this month, how many times I've used them in total, and then we'll talk about weights. So Boa, I've not used this that much this month. This is my lid setting shade. However, I've been reaching for a pressed powder that is so close to being finished. So close. If you've seen my rolling project pan, you'll know that thing. Pain in my life, but I've decided to opt for that powder to set my lid instead of this. So I've used this 6 times this month for a total of 51 uses. There's not even a dip in it. Maybe the tiniest dip, but 51 uses? This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. Next we have the shade Pebble Beach. I've used this 2 times this month for a total of 8 uses in the project. Python, I still have not used any time, any month. The shade Slated, I've used 2 times this month for a total of 8 uses. The shade Snake Eyes, I've used 1 time for a total of 11 uses. Cold Blooded, still have not used any times. Rocksteady, I've used 2 times for a total of 7 uses. Constrictor, again, not used any times. And then the shade Bedrock, I have used 16 times for a total of 57 uses in the project. So the numbers aren't amazing. But I think burnout is real. Burnout is real. I'm excited to just have a fresh start in 2025, to be honest. I'm excited to get a new challenge with palettes that I really, really love and really, really enjoy, and things that I can just use and be happy with. I have used this palette in my look today. I have the shade Bedrock in my outer corner. I blended that out with Rock Steady, and then I put Slated all over the lid, and then of course added a few blues, because of course I did. So this has lost a little bit of weight, which is amazing. So last month this weighed 92.59 grams, and this month it weighs 98.34 grams. That was really hard to get out my mouth then, meaning that this month I have lost 0.25 grams, and in the year, or the few months that I've been using it, I have finished 0.71 grams of this. I'm a little bit scared for this palette because they're very, very firmly pressed shades, and it does scare me a little bit. It really does. But you know what? I'm really happy with what we've done. I'm really happy that it looks used. It doesn't look pristine anymore, which is amazing. That's what I really, really love. And so this is going to be retiring. I've had a really bad Pan That Palette year, and I'm ready to move on to 2025 with a better attitude, with a better cap on, just everything's going to be better. So definitely stay tuned. I will be doing a introduction on the 1st of January, which I don't know when this video is going to go live, because this is going to be an extra video. I don't know, who knows, but 1st of January, stay tuned, because we're going to be rolling in our 2025 palette, and I cannot wait. But this is it. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. Thank you for your support throughout this year. It has been incredible, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.